sorry to go left again, yeah. Me and Geordie were talking about this whilst we were walking here, yeah. So you see for Bats, yeah. I was so gassed when I started seeing this guy in the Bally doing up R&B and getting big numbers. I was thinking, yo, he found a loophole because he's independent, so forth, so forth. When I found out who his management was, and I can't remember
Who is his
right
management?
now. Oh, she's so well connected.
Creative director at RCA, I believe. So that's what I read.
That's deep.
It made me go,
It's gangster.
it is gangster and I rate it. But when I say that's independent next to something like Geordie, it doesn't feel right, if that makes any sense to me.
Okay.
Like, is independent even independent anymore?
Yeah and no.
By terminology, okay, it's still independent, but do you understand where
I
I'm
know what
going
you mean.
with this?
Yeah, some people are independent but still have certain type of deal. Like they found loopholes.
Yeah, because like, can you be independent but you still got people in the house?
Yes. You know why? I'll tell you why.
High up the food chain.
Yeah.
That doesn't feel right to me, but it feels right.
It depends
to me.
on the motivation and it depends on also the element of the business. But you know what? I think that there are some people that like work a very small group of people that work kind of high up and have some type of connections and have a certain love for some people and just want to help.
Frugal.
And if they can, and I believe in that. I don't think that there's a lot of them. I don't think there's a lot of them at all, to be honest with you. But I do think that there's some people that are like using their leverage to say, you know what, you're good. Come here. I got that. I'm gonna, you know what I mean. Let's not rush nothing. But boom. And then obviously, when you do sign the big thing, hit me off a little.
All right. You know, like in football, you got professional, you have amateur, and in the middle you have semi-pro.
Right.
Can we just have something like that for that type of independent artist? You're
know
not
what?
independent. You're not signed.
But you know what it's like? I think there's
Semi-signed.
independent and independent on paper.
I like this.
Go on.
Like independent on paper is like
For
by
bats.
the terminology. Yeah, you get
for
me?
bats.
Okay.
And then there's independent where you're actually getting out of the mud.
Brother.
With da-da-da-da-da. It was almost like the term freestyle, how it's been changed.
I like this.
Like you drop a song
Yeah.
and call it freestyle just because it's got no structure when freestyling used to be
I'm just gonna spit.
just,
Yeah.
just like...
At
I guess the word is just muddied, isn't it? The word has just got muddied.
Bugsy was permanently independent, though, innit? Let me just check.
Permanently independent.
But yeah, he's been permanently independent. He's not.
is it?
Yeah, he's
Never
not signed
did.
a deal. He's never signed a deal.
So
Let me
then
just check,
that wherever has happening with Bugsy right now, he can say he's independent forever.
Yeah,
don't know.
he's like
Because
permanent. Like,
he's-
he's never signed a deal. Let me just check as
That
well.
don't sound right.
Serious.
I don't know his business, but I remember Trip saying, tell this person and that person.
Oh.
No, because you know what Chip's issue was, yeah. Even if you look at some of his stuff, even on Spotify, it just says "Be Somebody Entertainment," which looks.
I
like
respect
it's his
that.
thing.
Big up him.
But you know what it
Yes.
is? I think Chip's thing at the time is that he was being supported by Charlie Sloth.
Charlie
Do
Sloth.
you get what
Okay,
I'm saying?
cool. Oh, that's
so I
different.
think in
Okay,
his
yeah.
mind it was like his thing was,
I thought he was
you're
signed.
putting a battery in my man's back to do this,
Mm.
and that's why I think at a point he wasn't fucking with them, man. And then even when here's where Chip's the rude boy, yeah. When they called him into One Extra to go and do a freestyle, this my man in his face,
First bar.
in his face.
Hey, Chip's not easy, you know.
Talk about that one.
Angels,
yeah,
all of
Chip's
that.
not
I think he
easy.
came there with his glasses on and that.
Yeah, he
like,
did.
Yeah,
Hey, shout out Chip, man.
Yeah.
Certain DJs
Chip's a
can't
rude
kiss
boy.
us so much.
Fam, how can he say that for the first bar?
Chip's a rude boy. When it comes to that, he's on the vibe of you
What
can't
would you
style
do?
me.
What would you do if that happened to you?
What's that?
I don't know, man. You're at One Extra now. You've invited Bryson Tiller.
Bryson Tiller's a good one actually because anyway, I got a story
I like
about
to
that.
go.
You want him to get something cooking, and he just gives you a quick dig. Are you pressing stop on the beat?
Because he saw you say on Hcpod, he's like, yeah, I watched that nigga.
I'd let him have it. I'll let him have that still. I'll let him have it.
Yeah.
But you know what it is, yeah?
It works.
Do you know why as well?
It's
One of the
fair.
reasons
One
why I
one.
let him have it is because, to be honest with you, what is amazing is I just have the benefit of being able to just come back on the pod and then talk about it for her. And
Yeah,
if I
it's
want to,
true.
and
It's
if I want to have a strong rebuttal for a good 20 minutes, then I'm gonna have that, and that might even be even stronger sometimes.
true.
But
And he can't engage with it because he's
No,
an artist. It's like,
no.
he has a checkout point. You actually don't.
no, but I think the reason why Charlie even did that is because I think Charlie deep down wanted to make the piece. So it was like, you know, one of them man where they say, where they say they know that they've done something wrong, or they feel like they've done something wrong, and they say, "Look, I just want it over with. You can slap me, you can punch me in my face if you want, and then we can just beat me up." And then it's like after, because in their mind they think, once you beat me up, we can be friends again.
Yeah, we're even.
I think it was.
I
that.
saw you and Charlie left one extra. I was to say you can't be cussing up your co-host like that, but
No. Charlie's doing his thing though. Big him up. But Bugsy, his thing, fully independent,
The big up Bugsy.
and he's done incredibly well.
Very
for it.
well.
man's
On
in
top of
films.
that, yeah, he was in that film with what was his name again?
Statham? No, someone bigger than that. No.
Is it a Guy Ritchie film?
The Guy Ritchie film.
Guy Ritchie, there
He
you
was
go.
good in that as well.
I don't even know who the real Bugsy Malone is.
What do you mean?
What's that? Bugsy Malone's named after someone, innit?
Oh,
Yeah.
Who is that?
Who's the
EA
actual
knows
Bugsy
this.
Malone?
There was
Guy
a
from New
movie.
York?
It was, I think it was Guys and Dolls or something like that.
Right, you've
I
lost me.
don't know, but it was like Bugsy Malone. It was like this childish.
have you got internet?
It's an old school thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an old school.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
it's an
yeah,
old school
yeah.
thing,
I know, obviously, because Bugsy Malone has always stood out to me as not the rapper, but Bugsy Malone has stood out to me as like some type of old school cartoon.
Yeah. Oh,
I would like some Italian New York something.
That feels right. that kind of feels right.
We don't know Bugsy Malone.
Yeah, man, you can't fuck with my man. That's Bugsy Malone. Alright, cool. You know what? My man's gonna come there and tax your thing at some point. Like, one of them
big up
New
Bugsy
York
Malone,
Italian.
There's so many gangsters
But yeah,
from the past,
no.
man. So
Like, big
You get
him
any
up.
information?
He's done very well from it, man.
who's he?
Yeah, it's a movie.
The movie. When did it come out? Let me guess the year. 1962.
73.
All closer.
Po.
77.
76.
Oh,
Who was in it then? Who was Bugsy? White Don.
Yeah. It
With a
was
beard.
a sick film, bro. I watched this in school.
but
Put a picture
what
of-
era? Where was he from?
It
That's
was like Prohibition.
huh?
Put him on the screen. Let me
Big man, I
just
just
see
want
what
to know
the
if he was
original
Italian American. This is from New York. I just want to be right.
Bugsy- Yeah, he has to be Italian
It
though.
was that.
It was. Thank you.
You'd have to guess
That's too
he was
late
like
now.
some sort of gangster, like
Yeah.
hard man type.
But yeah, if you can have that level of independency and have a career like that, then you find yourself in a situation where it's hard for anyone to offer you things because you know what you can get when you have just done it yourself
100%.
with your team.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's like, okay, I could split this. I get this pie, 100% of the pie, and I could just break it down amongst my team because it's a big pie. Whereas now, you're going to offer me something and this pie is getting split all kinds of ways and whatnot. And what are you really, really going to do? It has to be something inspirational for someone to be able to turn around and say, well, when you have a career like that anyway.
Well, you're doing Bugsy Malone. Like, he's released a training in JD Sports. He's obviously been Guy Ritchie films. He
did arena tours.
Arena tours. Like,
there's
what are you
also
offering him?
there's also a freedom that you just can't
Like JME.
buy it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
free.
the freedom that being independent offers you is like, wow.
Yeah.
You get me? I mean, independent and doing well.
Right.
Yeah, there's some people are just independent. Like,
Right. Which is the majority. To be honest, like, let's go there then. That's like, you know, what he's done is a dream. And that is like only a small percentage of people really achieve that. Artists really achieve that. The majority are just independent, and actually there's a big hustle within that. Yeah, within that part. Do you know what I mean? But I would always say if you can build a fan base with your independency, then you have some type of leverage there
Actual
when it
humans.
comes to
Is Cassius dead, indie?
I want to say...
He
Cassius
feels
dead.
indie.
I want to say yes, but I know Amy Becker works with him because he's at that label. He's at that label though. He's at that label that Giggs was at, that Adele was at.
XL.
Excel.
Okay.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
Is Excel an indie label?
To me, that's a label that is.
Yeah, I believe they're an indie label,
But they are. Are they an indie?
But you know what? C, yeah, he's C from T, and I know him as Castro, so he will always be indie to me because
Yeah,
I'm
you're right.
biased.
It's XL. Yeah.
It's Excel. I'm biased though with Castro, man. He's too old school, fam. I can show you some YouTube freestyles from 2000 and God knows what. Shout out Smilo, he showed me the other day. Castro, man.
you watched them back then.
And these guys I watched it like 3 days ago.
Big up to Cass is dead though.
He's done his thing, man.
Yeah, man. He got himself a Brit and stuff like that, which is called Shout out to also. What did it say? Yeah, XL Recordings. Shout out to them.
Ghanaian and English, yeah.
He's Ghanaian.
Wow. Why did it say English brackets Geordie? It's from Newcastle.
But yeah, no, big him up still.
Yeah, another win for North London, man.
Big him up,
Thank
man.
you so much, man. North London, home of the greats, man. We got some incredible artists. Check out Skepta's new song, man. Tony Montana.